Yes, you're very welcome to the SETU arena for the Arcus Insurance Waterford Junior Camogie final, Abbeyside versus Portlaw up in pitch 1. And let's run you through the teams. First of all, Abbeyside in goals, number 31, Emer Fennell. Full back line, Laura Cosgrave, Hannah Welsh and Kate Cosgrave. Half back line, Cara Mullaney, joint captain Dervla Beresford, and the other Abbeyside joint captain Niamh Collins. In midfield, it's Saoirse MacDonald Moynihan and Megan O'Regan. In half forward line then it's Megan Foley, Roisin Briggs and Laura Morrissey, and the inside trio of Ava Metcalf, Kate O'Connor and Maisie Breen. Then for Portlaw it's Zoe Mackey between the posts. A full back line then, joint captain Chloe Nolan, Amy Mears, the other Portlaw joint captain, and remarkably her daughter is alongside her in the full back line, Kaylee McGrath wearing number 4. Half back line then is the Harris sisters of Georgia and Akira with Casey Brazel at number 7. Midfield Ellen Boylan and Sarah Fitzgerald. Half forward line then of Ava Shanky, Isabel Gaffney and Ruth O'Regan, and the Portlaw full forward line Emma Norris, Ava Fitzpatrick and the other Norris sister, that's Abby Norris. Just moments of reflection here in the SETU arena. On this day we formally have Shauna McGrath in our thoughts from the Abbeyside Camogie Club, who sadly passed away in July 2022 after a car accident at the age of just 22. And Shauna's sister Kayla is among the Abbeyside panel this afternoon, and our thoughts go out to Shauna's mother Eleanor, who is chairperson of the Abbeyside Camogie Club, also her father Hiker, and also her sister Kayla, as I mentioned, who is among the Abbeyside panel today. So our thoughts with the McGrath family. Shauna passed away earlier this year. She was their goalkeeper for many years, and she's formally in the Abbeyside thoughts this afternoon. So we're just about ready for the start of this Arcus Insurance Waterford Junior Camogie final. Abbeyside looking for their first ever adult Camogie title. Portlaw were runners up last year to Tallow. They're looking to do one better this year. They have already the Junior League title in their back pocket, looking to complete a league and championship double. The referee is Larry Power from Ballygunner, and he has a sliotar in his hand. And we're ready to throw in for this final in the sunshine, but it's a breezy afternoon, crossfield breeze up in pitch 1 and in Carriganore. We're underway in the Junior Camogie final for 2022. Already it's Roisin Briggs, famous name in Abbeyside, sister to Niamh and Shane, of course. Already on the attack is Laura Morrissey, well intercepted there. Chance here now for Ellen Boylan. She has inter-county experience with Waterford. Isabel Gaffney now for them to open their account. Chance inside. Early chance here now for Portlaw to get their opening score today. They're number 14, and it's gone into the back of the net. An early goal for Portlaw, courtesy of Ava Fitzpatrick. They're a talented underage star, and only 45 seconds on the clock. And Portlaw have got the opening goal of this game, and it's come courtesy of Ava Fitzpatrick, their full forward. So Portlaw a goal to the good here. And that ball from Emer Fennell has gone out over the sideline. Emer Fennell wearing number 31 today. That's in memory of Shauna McGrath. Number 1 not in use today. But what a start for Portlaw. Casey Brazel didn't get the best connection on that. Here's Laura Morrissey. She's the sister of Fiona, who's played for Waterford. Good ball down the line from Roisin Briggs. First meaningful attack for Abbeyside. It's Maisie Breen. His father Pat is among the Abbeyside backroom team today. And it's going to be a free in for the villagers. Difficult crossfield breeze here. Chance here now for Abbeyside to open their account after that difficult start. Megan Foley with the free. Coming in short though, actually it's gone out wide. It's the first wide of the afternoon for Abbeyside. Crossfield breeze here at the SETU arena. It's Zoe Mackey who's going to poke out this ball. She's played for Waterford underage. It's going towards our commentary position here, and we have to duck out of the way to avoid the sliotar. It's Very dangerous for our cameraman Keane and for myself here this afternoon. Zoe Mackey nearly picked us out from the puck out. It's Laura Morrissey here now for Abbeyside. Portlaw goal to the good here in this junior camogie final. Laura Morrissey lined this up, good ball inside in that Abbeyside attack. Can they get their first score of the afternoon? But it's well picked up there by Casey Brazel. She started well, the Waterford minor in 2022. Chance here now for Ruth O'Regan. She started brightly inside, and it's going to be a line ball to Abbeyside. Going over to take this is Megan O'Regan. Played there by Ellen Boylan for Portlaw. They're on the attack again. Good ball up towards Eva Fitzpatrick, but Larry Power saw some holding, and it's going to be free out, and Abbeyside take it out of the hands, that's allowed. Hannah Welch to full back. Out towards Roisin Briggs. Good battle there with Ciara Harris. There too is Casey Brazel. She started very brightly for Portlaw and wins the free. And that's much to the delight of the Portlaw management who are alongside us here. Ciara Harris, former Waterford hurler, Waterford team secretary of course as well with the senior hurlers. Has two daughters lining out today, Georgia and Ciara. Also his wife Heather is among the backroom team, and Leah Welch is his niece as well, so it's a real family affair today for the Harris family. This is Casey Brazel. Good strike in off her right into the corner towards Eva Fitzpatrick. Has that goal already to her name, Eva. Trying to take on the defence there, Eva. She's been marshalled by Laura Cosgrave. Ball across though favours the Abbeyside defender, that's Niamh Collins, joint captain. Looking for support. Trying to get out there is Darla Beresford out towards Saoirse McDonald Moynihan. Clash of the ash there, Ruth O'Regan doing well there for Portlaw. Chance here for Eva Shanky, but Shanky sends her shot to the left and wide. First wide of the afternoon for Portlaw. But they are a goal to the good. That's first minute goal from Eva Fitzpatrick. Puck out coming from Emer Fennell, a Waterford ladies footballer and Waterford camogie player as well. Just affected by injury this year, so that's why she's lining out between the posts this afternoon. Battling well for that is Ellen Boylan, and she's puts Portlaw into the attack once more. Good ball into the corner towards Eva Fitzpatrick, doesn't get a good strike on it though, and well collected there by Emer Fennell. That was a testing ball for Fennell. Abbeyside had a rotating goalkeeper in the in the semi-final. Had 4 different goalkeepers rotating. Here's Ellen Boylan again for Portlaw, very prominent in these early stages, but well cut out there by the Abbeyside defence. It's going to be free out as Darla Beresford their joint captain. She has inter-county experience. Played with the Waterford junior team this year, Darla Beresford, centre back. Free out now for Abbeyside, still waiting for the first score of this final. Tricky crossfield breeze here in the sunshine at the SETU arena. 6 minutes on the clock. Well played though by Casey Brazel. She's mopped up everything in that number 7 position in these early stages. Another player who's got on plenty of ball is Ellen Boylan. Real battle for possession here, real ruck ball right in the middle of the field here as the breeze just sweeps across the pitch. Very, very tricky. Clash of the ash here between Ellen Boylan and Megan O'Regan. That's won by Ellen Boylan. The corner towards Fitzpatrick. She got 2-5 for the under-16s in their county final defeat St Anne's recently. Here's Fitzpatrick again. Chance for another score here. And it's gone over the bar. White flag is raised. Raven Fitzpatrick. Portlaw 1-1. Abbeyside no score. So Portlaw 4 to the good in this junior decider, looking to make amends for last year's defeat against Tallow. Well cleared there by Cara Milani. Strably native but lining out with Abbeyside. Here's Casey Brazel. Doing well. Here's the call there from Ciara Harris. And Ciara clears for Portlaw. Fitzpatrick causing all sorts of trouble for that Abbeyside full back line in this first quarter. Looking to extend their lead here with Isabel Gaffney. Back to Fitzpatrick, but just couldn't connect with her teammate on that occasion. She'll get another bite of the cherry though. Isabel Gaffney out to Fitzpatrick again, and Fitzpatrick makes no mistake. Goal and 2 for Fitzpatrick, goal and 2 for Portlaw. No score for Abbeyside. So puck out from Emer Fennell, change in direction this time, trying to avoid Casey Brazel, I think. This is Georgia Harris, part of the Waterford junior team this year. Harris on the attack. Looking for Isabel Gaffney. She's battling there with Dervla Beresford. Ruth O'Regan has it. Is she fouled by Dervla Beresford? She loses her stick. I think she's going to get the free in though from Larry Power. Just waiting for the indication from the referee, and this is going to be a free in. And it's going to be Emma Norris to line this one up now for Portlaw. 5 points in last year's final. Sister Abby also in the Portlaw lineup today. Chance here for Emma Norris. Umpire goes for the white flag. Another point for Portlaw. 1-3 to no score. So Emma Norris, the latest score for Portlaw, 6 points up after 9 minutes. Well covered off there by Ciara Harris. That half back line of Georgia Harris, Ciara Harris and Casey Brazel very much on top so far, and Georgia Harris there wins a free out and takes it out of her hands quickly, but I don't think it's going to be allowed by referee Larry Power. So promising start here from Portlaw. Bright and breezy Saturday afternoon at the SETU Arena. Our Chris Insurance Waterford Junior Camogie final. Live on the Waterford Camogie YouTube page. It's a chance here now for Portlaw to add to their tally. Sarah Fitzgerald has it, but could be in a throw ball there, I think. And relieving free out for Abbeyside. It's going to be taken by Megan O'Regan. Abbeyside badly need a score here to stay in contention in this decider. Portlaw got the better of Abbeyside during the group stages. Abbeyside did cause a shock in the 2020 semi-final between these two teams. An Emer Fennell penalty sent them into the final. They lost on that occasion, did the Villagers to Bricky Rangers. Free here from Megan O'Regan. Batted down there by Casey Brazel. What a first half she's having. To Ellen Boylan, switches the point of attack towards Ava Shanky. That Paul played for the Meath footballers back in the day, but here's Ava Shanky making a name for herself. She had a wide earlier on, Ava Shanky off her left this time. Ball inside. Very, very dangerous there, and Emer Fennell does really well for Abbeyside. She's dealt really well with 2 balls that have dropped in around the house there, and it's going to be a free out. And could be a booking as well. Looks like one of the Portlaw forwards is in a bit of trouble here with the referee. It's a yellow card. Yellow card for Eva Fitzpatrick. So she's got a goal and 2, and now she's got a yellow card. For that late tackle on Emer Fennell. Fennell with the free. Down towards Casey Brazel's wing. She's there with Laura Morrissey. Casey Brazel well supported there by Ciara Harris. She's really dominant to number 6, but the hurley falls out of her hand, and she's penalised by referee Larry Power. So a chance here for Megan O'Regan to put Abbeyside on the attack. Try and get their first score of this final. 1-3 to no score. 12 minutes played. SETU Arena. O'Regan with the strike. Holds up in the breeze there. Real Danger signals here for Portlaw. It breaks out. Clear towards the side. Chance for Laura Morrissey to get on this ball for Portlaw, but well covered off there by Kaylee McGrath. Down the wing towards Ruth O'Regan. Ruth O'Regan trying to drive through for Portlaw. Up towards Isabel Gaffney. Real tall figure in that Portlaw half forward line. Gives that ball inside towards Ava Fitzpatrick. Ever dangerous Fitzpatrick. Race around two. Abbeyside shorts here. She's going the scenic route here. Ava Fitzpatrick gets it onto her right and sends it over the bar. 1-3 for Ava Fitzpatrick. 1-4 for Portlaw. No score for Abbeyside. So well work move there by Portlaw up through the lines. And Ava Fitzpatrick adds another point to her tally. Very talented young Camogie player. Well won there by Georgia Harris. Abbeyside finding it hard to break down that Portlaw half back line, but it's going to be a free in to the Westerners. The sky is darkening overhead here. Could be a spot of rain. Munster's under a yellow weather warning. We had a couple of thunder showers last night and lightning as well. Hopefully we're going to avoid that because we're very much out in the open here. It's Megan O'Regan here now with this free. A bit of an unusual free taking style from the 65. This is going to go right in around the square. Dangerous ball going in here. Oh, comes back in off the Portlaw goalkeeper there, Zoe Mackey. Really dangerous ball going in there. Can Abbeyside get their first score? Come on, Cara, say the Abbeyside support. There's Cara Milani. Laura Morrissey there too. He'll battle for possession here. Laura Morrissey just trying to kick it out. Oh, dear, row lifting it is Ellen Boylan, and she clears her lines. But big physical challenge coming in there from the Abbeyside giant captain Dervla Beresford. Keeps it in play in front of the Portlaw mentors. Everyone's appealing for a line ball. Portlaw get it. Line ball for the Tannery side. Casey Brazil with the line ball for Portlaw in the all blue kit today. Abbeyside with a changed jersey in the white and navy. Megan O'Regan they're trying to cut that off for Abbeyside. There too is Roisin Briggs. Chance here now for Abbeyside to try and clear their lines and burst out of position. That's Saoirse MacDonald Moynihan. Again it's Ellen Boylan for Portlaw. Pressurised there by Roisin Briggs, but Ellen Boylan is well able for the physical stuff and wins a free in for her team. 15.5 minutes here. It's 1-4 to no score. Eva Fitzpatrick has a goal and 3 from play, and Emma Norris with a point from free. Portlaw looking to add to their tally here. The breeze is kind of sweeping across field here. Really favouring either team. It's going to be Casey Brazil to line this one up. Just a few run repairs for Megan O'Regan for Abbeyside. Quite remarkably, all the Abbeyside mentors have daughters involved today. Danny McGrath, Paul Breen, Pat Early, Serena O'Brien, Claire Murray and Deirdre Foley. Chance here now for Casey Brazil. Striking enough for right in around the edge of the square here. Chance for Portlaw. Blocked down there inside. Might break towards Ava Fitzpatrick. Might break for Sarah Fitzgerald. Fitzpatrick again, well blocked down. 3 great blocks there from Abbeyside defence. Emma Norris, Sarah Fitzpatrick and Ava Fitzpatrick had chances. But it's going to be a free out now for Abbeyside. The pressure's relieved and big cheers from the Abbeyside support over on the far side on the bank. I didn't need to score here before half time just to give them a bit of an injection of confidence. Looks like Emer Fennell is going to stay between the posts for now. No rotating goalkeeper just yet. Sends the ball right down the centre, trying to pick out Roisin Briggs, but cut off there by Eva Shanky, and there to support her is Ellen Boylan. Ellen Boylan has Ciara Harris available to her, but sends it into the forward line instead. Chance here for Ruth O'Regan. Chance of her left hand side, but another good block coming in there from the Abbeyside defence. Chance to clear their lines. Good play there by Cara Milani. Towards Megan O'Regan. Down towards McDonald Moynihan, and chance here now for Megan Foley to stretch her legs. Plays it up inside. Was a cut off by the Portlaw fullback. That's Amy Mears. But she's penalised by the referee, Amy Mears. Portlaw joint captain is going to be a free into Abbeyside. So Megan Foley with the chance to open Abbeyside's account. Or Colin plays football for Balnacorty. Chance inside here around the edge of the square here. There's a bit of schmozzle inside. Can Abbeyside get a stick to it? No. Bursting out is Kaylee McGrath. Amy is joining her in the full back line today as the rain starts to come down here at the SETU arena. And it's not ideal for us here. It's coming right in on top of us. Isabel Gaffney, brave block there by Dervla Beresford. Comes in towards Ava Fitzpatrick. She's got a goal in 3 so far. She likes to strike off her right. Ava gone in low, but I think the referee's come back for a free. Spotted an infringement. And it's going to be a free into Portlaw as we approach the 20-minute mark. This Aricus Insurance Waterford Junior Camogie decider. Chance for Portlaw to add to their total here. Lost out to Tallow last time out, would have been disappointed with that. Looking to make amends here this afternoon. Won the league title earlier on this year. Abbeyside going for their first ever title, but a bit of a mountain to climb here. 7 points down, coming up to the 20-minute mark. Hopefully the rain will abate. Of course, our second game up is the senior decider, Galtier and De La Salle, for the 3rd time in 5 years. Galtier going for 5 in a row. De La Salle going for their first ever senior title. That'll be live on YouTube today as well, on the Waterford Camogie page. Just in case you're joining us, Ava Fitzpatrick got an early goal for Portlaw. The first minute, she's added 3 points from play. MNRs has got a free, and now MNRs is lining up another free for the Tannery team. Larry Power blows his whistle. Striking in his Norris off the right hand side. Looks pretty good from here, and it's gone over the bar. Straight over the leg spot from Emma Norris. 1-5 to no score. So as the wind strengthens, Casey Brazel is under that puck out. It's going to be a free to Abbeyside. How they'd love a score here just to get themselves going, to get the crowd going. Battling that ball is Ellen Boylan, pushing the back, says Larry Power. It's going to be a free out to Portlaw. It's going to be Casey Brazel who's going to take it. Brazel is under their lead performer so far. Chance here now to mount another attack. It's Ava Fitzpatrick. Goal in 3 so far, off her right hand side. Fitzpatrick in around the house. Chance inside, well dealt with though by Emer Fennell. There was a chance inside for Emma Norris, but Emer Fennell does really well and clears her lines. And that's a 3 ball that she's coped really well with. Ruth O'Regan now for Portlaw has support from Sarah Fitzgerald. And in splendid isolation here is Isabel Gaffney. Has plenty of time to steady herself. Gaffney assess her options, comes under some pressure from Megan O'Regan. Sends it inside. Opportunity now for Portlaw to add to their tally here. There's a real goal-mouth scramble here. Eve Fitzpatrick has it. Whistle is blown though, free out. Portlaw management not happy with that. It was Clodagh Power had the chance inside. But it's a free out for Abbeyside and the danger is cleared, and I'm sure Emer Fenn will be mighty glad to fire this ball back down the pitch. Well played there by Megan Foley. Gets in ahead of there of Georgia Harris. Gets support from McDonald Moynihan into her midfield partner Megan O'Regan. Switches the point of attack here, clash of the ash there, a bit of a high challenge I think coming in there. And it's going to be free to Abbeyside. I think it's Roisin Briggs that took the belt. It was a heavy belt, you could hear it from here, the clash of the ash. 23.5 minutes played. 1-5 to no score in favour of Portlaw. Looking to get the better of Abbeyside for the second time this year. Just some running repairs here for Roisin Briggs. She spent some time between the posts last time out against De La Salle to beat him in the semi-final, but back up to her feet. And a round of applause from the Abbeyside supporters on the bank. So Megan Foley with the free as the rain clears off and the sun comes back out. Oh, Megan Foley didn't strike that as she would have liked. Ellen Boylan is there to intercept. Went free out for Ellen Boylan there. Waterford minor player. Her mother Siobhan is among the subs today for Portlaw. So we have two mother and daughter combinations for the Tannery side today. It's going to be Casey Basil take this free. Breaks loose though to Roisin Briggs. She was recovered after that knock that she got. Midfielders combine, but O'Regan can't find her partner, McDonald Moynihan. So it's Ruth O'Regan who breaks it up for Portlaw. Now a chance to mount another attack. It's Isabel Gaffney. They're looking for the danger women inside, Clodagh Power and Emma Norris. But Dervla Beresford, the Abbeyside joint captain, deals with that. Towards McDonald Moynihan and Ellen Boylan, but Boylan has definitely been the dominant midfielder so far in this final. Breaks away from two challenges, does Ellen Boylan. Puts it inside towards Gaffney. Isabel Gaffney. Again, very tenacious defending, you'd have to say, from Abbeyside. Chance now for Clodagh Power, who is a late inclusion on the Portlaw team, but just in the act of striking, catches the Abbeyside defender, and it's going to be 45 for Portlaw, but again more work for the Abbeyside mentors to do here. So we have 26 minutes on the clock. We might have a few added minutes for all these injuries. It's Portlaw 1-5, Abbeyside no score. Bright and breezy SETU Arena, the 2022 Aricus Insurance Waterford Junior Camogie final. And if either final ends in a draw, the replay will be held on October 22nd. No extra time or penalties today in either final. Casey Brasley is going to come out and take this 45. Looks like the Abbeyside defender is back up on her feet. And it's going to be a chance now for Casey Brasley to put this ball in around the danger area. Not sure if she'll have the distance with the breeze. Let's wait and see. What a minor team this year, no, and didn't get the direction that time. Left and wide, second wide for Portlaw. But they're firmly in command here. 8 points up, 1-5 to no score. Emer Fenn with the puck out, goes short this time to Megan O'Regan. Up towards Roisin Briggs. Cut off there though by Georgia Harris. Half block coming in, certainly. Abbeyside can be faulted for work rate in this first half. Battling for possession there is Megan Foley. Goes to ground and gets the free as well. So that'll give Abbeyside a bit of heart. They would like to raise the flag in this first half. So the free now is going to be taken by Megan O'Regan. Crouches low, Johnny Wilkinson style. Sends it in around the house towards Kate O'Connor. Ball broken down there. Again, the Portlaw defence coping everything that's thrown at them so far. Roisin Briggs, maybe a chance for Abbeyside's a first score here. It's Laura Morrissey striking in off her right hand side. Umpires take a look at it and it's gone over the bar. It's Abbeyside's first point of this Waterford Junior Camogie final, and it's come courtesy of Laura Morrissey. 1-5 to a point. So the Westerners are on the scoreboard here. Courtesy of Laura Morrissey, her sister Fiona played for Waterford and lines out on her line. But Abbeyside, or Laura Morrissey lining out for Abbeyside today. Chance now for Kate O'Connor. Abbeyside will get encouragement from that score. Played inside, it's Chloe Nolan, the Portlaw joint captain. There too is Kaylee McGrath. Chance now for the point score, that's Laura Morrissey. Will the ball beat her out? No, keeps it in play. Well played there by Kaylee McGrath and wins another free out. She's won a couple of tough balls there, Kaylee McGrath. Mother and daughter in the full back line today for Portlaw. Amy Mears and Kaylee McGrath. 1-5 to a point. Last minute of the first half. There'll be a couple of added minutes. We had a couple of niggles as Casey Brazdell plays it down towards our commentary position here. Well played there by Megan O'Regan. It's a little tap on the hurley, but plays on to Saoirse McDonald Moynihan. Cut out there by the opposition number 8. That's Ellen Boylan. And Boylan hits that in, but cut off there by Niamh Collins. Still there is Ava Fitzpatrick, the goal scorer. Fitzpatrick twisting and turning, getting onto her favour right hand side. Dangerous ball for Emer Fennell. Oh, she does really, really well. Emer Fennell. That's 4 balls that she's caught. I think she could be in the Abbeyside goal for good at this stage. Well dealt with there by Kaylee McGrath for Portlaw. Plays it down the wing here. Clash of the Ash there. Coming in is Ruth O'Regan and Cara Mullaney. O'Regan has the better of Mullaney. You have the leg, says Ger Harris, the Portlaw manager. Gives it inside towards Fitzpatrick. And Norris in there too. Well dealt with there by Niamh Collins. Famous name in Abbeyside, of course. Oh, it goes to the other opposition number 7 is Casey Brazdell. What a game she's having. Towards Ava Fitzpatrick. 1-3 to her name so far, 1-4 on her back. Well, cut out there by Abbeyside. They have settled into this final, Abbeyside. I think they're playing an extra defender back. Just to protect their defence here. I think Abbeyside have adopted the 7th defender. Georgia Harris wins that free out for Portlaw. There's still 7 points to the good here. So we played a minute of stoppage time. Maybe another minute or so to go here. Out in front there is Claudia Power. Wearing 21 for Portlaw. Still Claudia Power. Free in for Portlaw here, and a chance for them to add to their tally. I think it's going to be Norris to line this up. She's got 2 already. Could be the last act of this opening half. So it's going to be Norris. Difficult day for free takers, given the breeze that's sweeping across pitch 1 here in the SETU arena. Norris right, left and wide this time. 3 wides for Portlaw. Just 1 wide for Abbeyside so far, but the all-important statistic is Portlaw 1-5, Abbeyside a point. Towards Laura Morrissey, who is the Abbeyside point scorer. Whipped along the line there. Cara Mullaney. Here's Roisin Briggs. She's going to open up the taps here and drive at the Portlaw defence. Sends a low ball inside towards Kate O'Connor. Is she fouled? She's fouling, in fact. She's fouling full-back Amy Mears, the Portlaw joint captain. And it's going to be a free out to the leaders. So we played 3 minutes of stoppage time in this opening half. It's Portlaw 1-5, Abbeyside a point. Can't be too much longer left. Casey Brazel. Cara Malani battling for that. So too Saoirse McDonald-Moynihan. No ball inside, but out in front again is Kaylee McGrath. She's having a blinder at cornerback today. Put off there by Megan O'Regan for the Villagers. Can they add another point to their total in this opening half? Georgia Harris is there, so too is Laura Morrissey. Trying to get that ball up on her stick. There too is Ellen Boylan. She's been everywhere for Portlaw in this opening half. Here's Georgia Harris. Comes out and wins another free. They've been really strong, that Portlaw half-back line. Georgia Harris, Ciara Harris, Casey Brazel. Yeah, the Coast Guard helicopter overhead, very close by, as Casey Brazel takes this free. Deep into injury time now. We've played 4 added minutes. Going to be free in to Portlaw. Eva Shanky has won that. Chance for Emma Norris now. 2 already. She missed one from the right hand side just a couple of minutes earlier. Trying to judge this to perfection. Has she done it? I think she has. The white flag goes up. 3rd free for Emma Norris. And it's Portlaw 1-6, Abbeyside a point. So surely Larry Power is going to call for the ball at this stage. No. Into the 5th added minute. Free there. Casey Brazel just caught on the helmet there by Laura Morrissey. Going to be a free for Portlaw. Jar Harris giving his encouragement there. He's very happy with what he's seen this opening half. Portlaw well on their way to securing a league and championship double. Foul there on Dervla Beresford, and there goes the half-time whistle. So Portlaw, the dominant force in this opening half. 1-3 from Eva Fitzpatrick and 3 points and frees from Emma Norris. Abbeyside sole point coming from Laura Morrissey. Half-time score in the Arcus Insurance Waterford Junior Camogie final. Portlaw 1-6, Abbeyside a point. Yeah, you're very welcome back here to the SETU arena for the second half of the Aricus Insurance Waterford Junior Camogie final. It's Portlaw 1-6, Abbeyside a point at the break. The goal coming very early on, courtesy of Ava Fitzpatrick. Portlaw full forward. She's got a goal in 3 so far. Emma Norris at 3 frees. Laura Morrissey with Abbeyside solitary point coming after 29 minutes. So the skies have darkened a little bit overhead here, which is a bit of a worrying sign for everybody in attendance. Just looking out for changes for this second half. Clodagh Power was in from the start. She was on instead of Abby Norris. So Larry Power from Ballygunner, the rate over today, is set to throw in the ball for this second period. Abbeyside a bit of a mountain to climb here if they're going to win their first adult Camogie title. Ball is in, we're back underway. And it's Megan O'Regan here now for Abbeyside. Back to Roisin Briggs, picked up a knock in the first half, but showing no ill effects so far. Alright, scramble for possession here, and Larry Power calls a halt to that. To see Camogie President Hilda Breslin here today. Here for both the junior and senior finals. Coming out the defence there is Ciara Harris, daughter manager Jor. Now towards Isabel Gaffney, just kicks that ball ahead. Chance here now for Fitzpatrick, and she's fouled. She's causing a lot of trouble inside for that Abbeyside full back line. Be free now for Emma Norris, got 3 in the first half. Looking to add another one to our tally and stretch that cap out to 9 points. So just on the D here, as the breeze just whips up, just as she takes the free, and I think I might have distracted her as well, batted away there by Emer Fennell. Has been on Waterford ladies football and Camogie panels, and she shows her football ability there. Just kicks it out towards Saoirse McDonald Moynihan, but picked it up off the ground, I think. It's going to be another chance for Emma Norris here. It's really difficult here for free takers today. The wind just comes and goes. Chance here for Norris. Struck it better this time. No mistake from Emma Norris. Her 4th of the day. Portlaw 1-7, Abbeyside a point. So just 2 minutes played here in the second half. Emer Fennell is going to puck this ball out for Abbeyside. Has been their best player so far in this final. Comes out towards the middle of the field. Ellen Boylan has it now for Portlaw. They're back on the attack in towards Ava Fitzpatrick. Breaks off Laura Cosgrove there. Fitzpatrick has it. Fouled again, Fitzpatrick. She really is a magnet for frees here. And Emma Norris now is going to step forward and perform her party piece again. Similar position to her last one. Abbeyside finding it very hard to get their hands on enough ball and send it inside to their forwards. Chance here for Norris, and the white flag goes up again. 5 points, 5 frees from Emma Norris. It's Portlaw 1-8, Abbeyside a point. Fennell goes short to Niamh Collins. Abbeyside joint captain with Dervla Beresford. It's going to be a free. Foul there on the hard working Megan O'Regan. She's given it her all in that number 9 shirt for the Villagers today. Just consulting with the management team there. Danny McGrath and Paul Breen on the line here. O'Regan with the puck. Down in towards the corner. Looks like Judith Campbell is on for Abbeyside in the second half. It's going to be a line ball to Portlaw. I think the referee wants Paul Breen to go back on the sideline rather than being on the end line. It's going to be a free to Portlaw. It's going to be Casey Brazel. Good strike from Brazel. Towards Fitzpatrick there, well covered off though by the fullback Hannah Welsh. or towards Roisin Briggs, but it goes that over the line, and the breeze is just feeding the ball towards the sideline here. Sarah Fitzgerald, just didn't get a right connection on it there, Sarah. Line ball for Abbeyside, just right underneath us here in our commentary position. It's going to be Roisin Briggs. Keeping up the Briggs tradition here on Abbeyside. Just Megan gets a boot to it. Going to be a line ball to Portlaw. 1-8 to a point. We played 5 minutes here in the second period. Arcus Insurance Waterford Junior Camogie final. Portlaw looking to make up for last year's defeat to Tallow. It's going to be Casey Brazel to take it. Just trying to find the right patch of grass here. No ball broken off there by Megan Foley. Sarah Fitzgerald has it now for Portlaw. Changes the point of attack towards Ava Shanky. Derla Beresford is there for Abbeyside. Beresford does well. She's very strong in the tackle. This is Beresford. Wins the free out. Come on, Abbeyside. Lifted is the rower here from the sideline. A 10-point gap to make up here. Club only formed back in 2006. This is only their third year fielding an adult team, and they've contested 2 junior finals. Looking for the first piece of adult silverware. And it's going to be Megan O'Regan to drive this ball in. Cut off there by Ellen Boylan. What a game she's having. Looks like Aisling Farrell is in as well for Abbeyside. Eva Shanky sends it inside towards Ava Fitzpatrick. Laura Cosgrave has the inevitable job of trying to mark her today. It's going to be a free out. Abbeyside defence certainly have their work cut out for themselves today. Ball after ball, wave after wave of Portlaw attack. It's going to be a relieving free out here for Megan O'Regan. Front of the spectators in the bank as the few drops start to fall here, which is not good news for me or the cameraman. It's going to be free out to Portlaw. It's Kira Harris there who's gone down injured, and Portlaw won't want her to leave the field. She's been superb as centre back so far. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. I think the Portlaw medics are going to have a look at this now. Looks like a sub is coming on for Portlaw as well. Looks like it's number 19 Annie Quinn who's going to make her entrance. Is it Ava Shanky is going to make way? Looks like it. Ava Shanky is going to make way. She's done her part. She's put in her shift today. And she gets a round of applause from the Portlaw subs here right beside us. Looks like there's some run repairs there for Kira Harris. The old magic sponge always does the trick in these situations. So it's going to be a free out to Portlaw. 38 minutes played. 1-8 to a point. 1-3 for Ava Fitzpatrick, 5 points for Emma Norris. Laura Morrissey with the Abbeyside point. Towards Ruth O'Regan. She's been very industrious as well today. Gives it in towards Ellen Boylan. Boylan striking in off her left side. Cut out there. Good play there by MacDonald Moynihan, who's lying rather deep here. Good ball played inside, but it's gone out, it's gone wide. And that rotating goalkeeper that I spoke about earlier is coming into effect here. Looks like Kate Cosgrove has now gone into goals for Abbeyside. So they did this in the semi-final. They rotated their goalkeepers and they're doing so again. And looks like Laura Cosgrove is coming off. That's a cousin to Kate. So she's coming off and she's been replaced by Quiva Early, who is a daughter to Pat Early, who was among the Abbeyside backroom team today. So Cosgrove with that puck out. Looks like Emer Fennell has got out the field. So Not too often you see that in any GA game of any description. Let's see what Kate Cosgrove can do between the posts for Abbeyside. Emer Fennell played really well. She did her stint and now she's gone out the field. £10 points the difference. It's going to be Hannah Welsh to free out. Not the best connection from Hannah, but she just find a teammate. That's Saoirse McDonald-Moynihan, and she wins a free. It's going to be Megan O'Regan, I presume, to take this. Originally from Inniskeen in County Cork is O'Regan. Part of the Waterford junior team this year. She's going to take this free. So let's see, will the move of Emer Fennell out the field make any difference to Abbeyside's fortunes? Broken out there by Casey Brazel. And Boylan again is under that ruck ball, that dirty ball. Right, scramble for possession here, but out comes Ellen Boylan again for Portlaw. Brilliant stuff there from the Portlaw number 8. Eve Fitzpatrick now to Annie Quinn. Quinn has it now on the sideline for Portlaw. Gives it inside, Hannah Welsh trying to deal with that. For Abbeyside, breaks towards Eve Fitzpatrick. Goal 3 so far for Eve Fitzpatrick. Make that 1-4. Well done, Eva, is the roar from the Portlaw mentors, and why wouldn't they? She's made it 1-9 to a point. So 41 minutes played, 11 points the difference in this Arcus Insurance Waterford Junior Camogie final. SETU Arena, chance for Ellen Boylan. She deserves a point due to her display, and she's got one, Ellen Boylan. Portlaw 110, Abbeyside a point. So the wind is really picking up here. The SETU Arena here on pitch 1. We've had a few drops so far, but nothing too serious. Kate Cosgrove, the new Abbeyside goalkeeper, pucks it out to the original Abbeyside goalkeeper, we should say, Emer Fennell, wearing 31. Number 1 jersey, not in use today, in tribute to the late Shauna McGrath. Very much in our thoughts today. Sarah Fitzgerald in towards Eve Fitzpatrick. She's on a goal in 4. Covering back there is Laura Morrissey. Wind is really sweeping, driving across here. Of course, according to Met Éireann, we're under a yellow weather warning today. Ellen Boylan. Point already, Ellen Boylan. Can she make it 2 from 2? No, not this time. 4 wides for Portlaw, but they won't mind that. 12 points up. Megan Foley is battling for that. Megan O'Regan has it, but oh, there's a bit of a clash, I think. Abbeyside player down, injured here. Megan Foley, and she's going to need some treatment. Abbeyside players have really been in the wars here in this game. Larry Power, referee, just checking on our well-being, and it looks like Abby Norris is coming on here for Portlaw. Gives in the little slip of paper. 44 minutes played. Let's see who's going to make way. It's going to be Clodagh Power. So Abby Norris, who is sister of Emma. So Abbeyside full back line now have 2 Norris sisters to deal with. So Megan Foley is back on her feet. So just a recap on the score so far. Eva Fitzpatrick is goal in 4, all from play. Emma Norris 5 points, all from frees. And that lone point from Ellen Boylan, Portlaw. Laura Morrissey, Abbeyside's lone point scorer. First half point coming after 29 minutes. Of Of course, it's the first of 2 finals here, broadcast live on the Waterford Camogie YouTube channel. We will have De La Salle and Galtier coming up at 2:30. De La Salle going for their first ever senior title, Galtier going for 5 in a row. Chance here now for Abbeyside. It's Emer Fennell, she's on the attack, she's out of goal, she's into the full forward line, and she's won a free. Emer Fennell already doing damage up front. So let's see who's going to take this free. Will Fennell take it herself? A little bit of discussion going on. It's going to be Megan Foley, and a chance here for Abbeyside to get their second point of the day. Doing this driving right across, so she'll have to aim towards the right hand post here. Megan Foley, even though it's only a short distance out, chooses the row lift and does aim for that right post and sends it between the posts. It's the second point for Abbeyside. Comes courtesy of Megan Foley. 110 to 2 points, 46 minutes played. Puck out coming from Zoe Mackey. Looking there for Ruth O'Regan, just underneath us here. Karen Mullaney battling for possession. A Strably native. With the football experience there too. Picked up there by Megan O'Regan. Who's going to fight to the bitter end here for Abbeyside. Tries to pick out Dora Beresford, who's driving forward here now for Abbeyside. Well tracked back there by Ellen Boylan, but fouled. It's going to be Megan O'Regan now to take this free. Transferred from Inniskeen to Abbeyside. Can she get a point in this County Junior Camogie final? Lofts it in around the house. Can Abbeyside get a touch to this one? Comes back out. Ashton Farrell is there. Back out towards Megan O'Regan. It's still Megan O'Regan. She's turning and twisting. Couldn't find Megan Foley though. Well cut out there by Casey Brazel. The real standout players for Portlaw today: Ava Fitzpatrick, Casey Brazel, Ellen Boylan, the Harris sisters as well. Here's Quiva Early. Battling there was Abby Norris and Ruth O'Regan. There too is Cara Mullaney. Well done there by Abby Norris. Well blocked down there though by Cara Mullaney. It's going to be a line ball to Portlaw. Right in front of us here. It's going to be Abby Norris to take it. Just get out of the way in case we get a swing at a hurley. It's going to be a retake as drops of rain start to fall here. Looks like Ellen Boylan is going to come over to take this one. Right in front of us here, so we're going to take a couple of steps back here. It's going to be a free, in fact. Annie Quinn is under that one for Portlaw. So too though is the hard-working Roisin Briggs. Just pokes it out towards Saoirse McDonald Moynihan. Completes the clearance. Casey Brazel. Oh, fine catch by Casey Brazel. That's brilliant stuff from the Portlaw number 7. Oh, and just as I say it, cut out by Roisin Briggs. Briggs feeds that ball up the line towards the half-time sub, who is Aisling Farrell. Farrell there as the wind again sweeps right across us here. Free out to Portlaw despite the Abbeyside protests. 18.5 minutes played in the second period. Portlaw 110, Abbeyside 2 points. Casey Brazel with the free out. Right from the very start, this looked like Portlaw's day. Annie Quinn comes up short though. Hannah Welch has it for Abbeyside. Looks like one of the Portlaw players in trouble. Looks like Ava Fitzpatrick here has gone down. She's got 1-4 so far from play. She got 2-5 in a under-16 final against St Anne's recently. She's one for the future and one for the present really for Portlaw. It looks like they're heading up to the intermediate ranks next year. Unless something rather miraculous happens for Abbeyside in the next 10 minutes or so. 1-10-2. Laura Morrissey and Megan Foley with the points for Abbeyside. Fitzpatrick, who's down at the moment, with a goal and 4. 5 points for Emma Norris, all from frees, and a point from Ellen Boylan as well. You see Noel Brown, the photographer over on the far side. He's well equipped for the weather anyway. He's got the umbrella up, as Noel. He's seen all sorts of conditions in the SETU arena and many other venues right across the country, covering Waterford Camogie. So Ava Fitzpatrick is just getting a few run repairs here. We've 10 minutes to play. It's Portlaw 1-10, Abbeyside 2 points. In the Arcus Insurance Waterford Junior Camogie Final of 2022. Live here on the Waterford Camogie YouTube page. And great to see Ava Fitzpatrick back up on her feet. She's able to continue. Not good news though for the Abbeyside defence. So, play is going to resume with a free for Dorval of Beresford. In front of the bank there, we see the hoods and the woolly hats are out today, and that's understandable. Battle for possession there at Ellen Boylan. Who else is involved in that? Ruck ball. It's going to be a free. Larry Power spotted a foul. Free to Abbeyside. They haven't thrown in the towel here, Abbeyside. They're fighting very hard, but difficult to get scores on the board here against that Portlaw defence. Chance now for Megan Foley. She's got a point so far from a free. Striking off her left, but pressurised there by Ciara Harris. Well played there by Chloe Nolan, the joint captain. Will she be accepting the cup very shortly? Looks like it's going to play out that way. Cara Milani. Name well known in Strably circles. Here's Megan O'Regan. Plays that ball up the line to Judith Campbell. We free out there, Casey Brazel. Free out as it starts to get really dark here now in the SETU arena. The wind is just whipping across the field here. Portlaw won't mind as long as they keep their nose in front, which they're doing. 1-10-2 points. Ball just beats Abby Norris over the line there. It's going to be a line ball for Cueva early. Camogie President Hilda Bresnan in attendance today for both finals. Cueva early line ball, good line ball from Cueva. Gives it outside towards Derval at Beresford. Pressurised there by Annie Quinn, the Portlaw sub. Another free for Megan O'Regan. She's really is her dead ball specialist. Here's Megan striking that ball in. Emer Fennell battling for possession. She's out of goal. She can be happy with her display today, and so too can Ellen Boylan. Driving out of defence for Portlaw. Inspirational stuff from the Portlaw number 8 up towards Abby Norris. Chance here for Abby Norris. Her sister has got 5 points already. Can she get on the score sheet? Well, the rain is starting to get pretty heavy now here in SETU arena. Niamh Collins, good piece of defending there from Abbeyside, but just as I say it, intercepted by Isabel Gaffney. Good block again by Niamh Collins. Body on the line stuff from Abbeyside here. And Larry Power blows up for a free to Portlaw, and I think people are going to start looking for shelter here now because the rain is getting pretty heavy. 6 minutes to go, and hopefully not too much longer because it's getting really ugly here now. And think I'm going to look for some cover myself. It's Abby Norris. Or Laura Norris, should say. It's gone into the back of the net. It's a goal from Emma Norris. It's gone into the back of the net from Emma Norris. As the conditions really deteriorate here, it's a 2-10 to 2 points. $2-10 to 2 points here in the absolutely atrocious conditions now in SETU. The free from Emma Norris going all the way to the net. And fair play to our cameraman Keane here, who is keeping the show on the road, and Sarah. Very much appreciated because it's absolutely desperate. Portlaw heading for victory here. Eva Fitzpatrick. Chance here now for Emma Norris. She'll be very, very happy with her display today. She's got a goal in 5. Five to go here, 5 minutes to go. It's going to be 5 long minutes because the rain is absolutely sheeting down. 2-10 to 2 points in favour of Portlaw. Most of the supporters now have gone for cover, I think. I think that's a wise course of action. Portlaw are on their way to a county junior title here. We only have 4 minutes to play. It's going to be Megan O'Regan with the free for Abbeyside. Megan O'Regan here with the free. We only have a couple of minutes left here. Chance here now for Emer Fennell, maybe to get a consolation point for Abbeyside. And she's won a free. She's won a couple of frees, Emer Fennell, since her introduction. As we enter the dying minutes here. Emer Fennell's going to line up this free. Only have a couple of minutes left. Fingers crossed Larry Power's not going to add many minutes. Low ball in there from Emer Fennell. A ball goes out though for a 45. And what can only be described as apocalyptic conditions here in SETU. Hailstones driving down now at the moment. It's absolutely appalling here. It's 2-10 to 2 points. I think all of my notes have gone to ribbons at this stage. Ball in around the house there. What again is Casey Brazel. Rain, hail or shine, she's going to clear that ball. Casey Brazel. Portlaw come out with the ball here. Try to mount another attack, trying to add a late score here, which really would be the icing on the cake. Driving forward here is Eva Fitzpatrick. She's got 1-4 so far, Eva Fitzpatrick. Driving through, goal! Goal for Eva Fitzpatrick, our second of the afternoon. Portlaw are on their way to the junior county title here. 3-10 to 2 points. So 2 goals from Eva Fitzpatrick and 1 from Emma Norris. And that is that. Game, set and match. So after that absolutely appalling rain shower, hopefully it's going to clear up for the senior final. 3-10-2 here. Ellen Boylan got a point already. Now she's got another point. Second point for Ellen Boylan. 3-11 to 2 points. So Portlaw are going to take home the cup here. Here's Ellen Boylan. Oh, she's penalised for steps, Ellen Boylan. Very unfortunate there. Played her heart out, Ellen. She's got a couple of points. It's going to be free out now for Niamh Collins. Drives that ball up into the Abbeyside attack. But it's going to be dealt with here by Ciara Harris. Don't have him in for a score, say the Portlaw mentors. Try to find the Immer final, but Casey Brazel cuts it out. One of the Portlaw standout performers today. Annie Quinn battling for possession of the Portlaw sub. Tries the forward towards Casey Brazel. Brazel now for the girls in blue. Out towards Annie Quinn. Can she add her name to the score sheet? Ball goes in. Oh, batted away there by Cosgrove. Abbeyside defence under pressure again. But they managed to clear their lines. A chance here for Portlaw. Emma Norris. Cleared away there by Cosgrove though. Comes out towards Niamh Collins. As the rain starts to sheet down once again here in the SETU. Pretty biblical conditions, it must be said. Ellen Boylan. Here's that ball inside, chance of another score here for Portlaw, but that ball goes right and goes wide. Surely it can't be too much longer left. So we're deep into injury time here. Looks like Laura Morrissey is down injured for Abbeyside. She's given it everything. Portlaw 3-11, Abbeyside 2 points. Arcus Insurance, Waterford Junior Camogie final for 2022. Live here on the Waterford Camogie YouTube page. Great credit to our cameraman Keane for giving the show on the road here. Wanted to say her and Tomas Rue as well. Many thanks to them. Stay tuned for our senior final at 2:30, and hopefully the rain will clear off for Galtier and De La Salle. Game more final here now for Abbeyside. They're going to mount one last late attack. It's going to be a free in. It's going to be Megan O'Regan now to line up this free for Abbeyside. Trying to get a consolation score for the villagers. Driving that ball into the forwards, but again it's cut off by that Portlaw half-back line and Ellen Boylan, who's there in assistance. What a blinder she's had today. Plays out towards Annie Quinn. Real battle for possession here. It's going to be Megan O'Regan. Has it. Chelsea now for Oisin Briggs. Oisin Briggs sends it into the corner for Abbeyside, trying to get a late attack. Kaylee McGrath is out in front for Portlaw. She wins another free out. Almost every ball that's gone into her corner, she's won it. Same could be said of Casey Brazel. Two top performers for Portlaw today. 3-11 to 2 points. 9 minutes here. Waterford Camogie chairperson Sheila O'Donoghue and Camogie president Hilda Breslin ready to present the trophy to the Portlaw joint captains, Chloe Nolan and Amy Mears. Late chance here though for Abby Norris. Battle for possession there with Cueva early in the corner. Norris has it. It's a ball inside to Ruth O'Regan. O'Regan can't get her strike away, well blocked down. Let's see if they score from Portlaw, batted away. And could there another goal inside? There is. There certainly is for Abbey Norris. 4th goal for Portlaw. Portlaw 4-11. Abbeyside 2 points. Surely there can't be too much longer to play. Ellen Boylan, 2 points for her today. Out towards Annie Quinn. Quinn for Portlaw. In around the square again. Dangerous ball for Kate Cosgrove to deal with. Pressurised there by Norris. Cosgrove kicks that ball away, and there goes the final whistle. Portlaw have made amends for defeat in 2021. They are the 2022 Arlecus Insurance Waterford Junior Camogie champions. They have defeated Abbeyside by 4-11 to 2 points. 2 goals from Ava Fitzpatrick and a goal apiece for the Norris sisters, Emma and Abby, this afternoon. Portlaw resounding winners in the end. Stand-up performers out the field, Casey Brazel, Ellen Boylan and Ava Fitzpatrick as well. Fitzpatrick finished up at 2-4 from play this afternoon. Abbeyside played their hearts out but came up short on the day. And it's disappointment for them for the 2nd time in 3 years. But Portlaw have completed a league and championship double here in the rain at the SETU Arena. Full-time score in the Arlecus Insurance Waterford Junior Camogie final. Portlaw 4-11, Abbeyside 2 points.
Sorry. If you don't mind. No.
Yeah, 2-4.
Lovely. That was lovely.
Munster chairperson.
My name.
Yeah, that's how you remember.
Remember, you have to hold it for a second. You go over it and you're okay.
You get the Arica sign in front of you. When it's the winning team, the Arica sign. Uachtaráin Hilda, Cahira Munach, Ger, agus Nadine Galair. On behalf of Waterford County Board, it's my great pleasure to welcome you here this afternoon to the first of our county finals. First, I'd like to thank all the supporters for coming out and supporting your teams. That's really, really appreciated, and great to see in the last few weeks the number of young players coming, and particularly the number of young girls coming with hurleys in their hands. It's terrific. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Aricus, formerly Hooper Dolan. I know Cahill is here, and we're delighted to have them on board and thank them again for their support. We're delighted as well for the media, for all the coverage. And again, Tomas is here from WLR. Thanks, Tomas. Thanks to all the local papers. And of course to Noel, our photographer. All of this matters in terms of profiling the game as much as possible. I'd like to thank as well Rua and his team with the streaming. Always do a great job. And thanks to, it'd be a nice game for many of you to look back over. I'd like to thank the ref, that's Larry, and his match officials. A big thank you. We really do appreciate it. To our own fixtures committee, I was just looking at the range of games last night. We expect to have over 420 games this year, so it's a lot of coordinating, a lot of fixtures to do, and I'd like to thank all of the people involved with that. And to members of our own executive who have been here week in, week out, helping. But today it's about the two clubs, and I suppose our junior championship has been marred with sadness. We've had sadly the bereavement, first of all in Abbeyside, and we're thinking of showing it today, and the family. I was speaking to her mother earlier in the week, and they would have liked to have been here and appreciated the invite, but it's been a really tough couple of weeks for all in Abbeyside, and I know Sean is there looking down on you, and we'll be there thinking of you in the weeks and months ahead. Equally in St Anne's, we had another junior player who we lost in the last couple of weeks, and it's been a sad time there. But today, I guess, you're all the role models, both in Portlaw and in Abbeyside, for continuing to encourage and for other girls to watch you come and play. So I know Abbeyside, you're disappointed, but you're a club that's only in existence 6 years. So there's a lot of work being done, good bit of success this year at underage, and hopefully you can build on that. To Portlaw, I know you've been knocking on the door for a while, a club with great tradition, and I know you will be worthy junior winners and next year compete very well at intermediate. I was just looking at the cup last night, and Bricky Rangers, they're a club that won in 2020 the junior, and they're in the intermediate final next weekend and have ambitions of being in senior in the not too distant future. I mentioned the media, I mentioned all of the the support, etc. But we're really delighted and really privileged to have with us today the Uachtaráin, the Camogie president, and that's Hilda Breslin. Thanks, Hilda, very much for coming. We really do appreciate it. I know there were a number of other county finals on today, one in Clare, one in Kilkenny, and other counties, so we're really delighted that she chose to come to us. And to I mentioned Munster Council in my address in the programme, but we're delighted as well to have Ger Brown, the chair of Munster Council, to come. Really do appreciate it, and thanks, Ger. And Ger is going to present the player of the match, and this player today was excellent at number 14. She scored 2-4, and that's Ava Fitzpatrick. So thanks, Ger. And without further ado, it gives me great pleasure to present the cup to the joint captains. Captains, that's Chloe and Amy. And thank you very much. Well done. We need this to be waterproof. Somebody hold the cup.
Put your hand on it.
Okay. Yeah. You can leave on all the ribbon.
Until we get that fight.
Well, that's this way, please.
Okay. All right.
I don't think it works, Sheila, does it?
No, they know it's the streaming. The streaming is picking it up.
Oh, okay. I just firstly want to thank Abbeyside. I suppose we've been knocking on the door, as Sheila said, for the last 3 years. We have been where you are today, and we know it hurts, but I know you'll come back fighting harder next year like we did this year. So I just want to say thank you to all of you. It was a great match, and I know you'll come back to a county final next year. So cheer, 3 cheers for Abbeyside. Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray!
What can I say? The last time we picked up this cup was 2013, 9 years ago. It took us a long time to get here, but we've worked so hard this year, and the management team that we have behind us has just put in triumphant work. So I just want to thank Ger, Leah, Neil, Jane, Nicola, Heather, and all the rest of the gang that have been in the background putting in all the time over the last couple of months. To the girls who have worked hard, who have turned up to every training session every year. We have had great numbers, 20 plus every training session. So this is for you lads, well done.